Today, we have a brand new update from the inZOI team, and it's a pretty personal one. Kjun, who's one of the main leads on the game, just posted a heartfelt letter looking back at inZOI's early access launch. He talks about their challenges, what they've learned, and what's next for the game. Kjun opened the letter by talking about why they chose to release inZOI in early access when they did. He admitted it wasn't a perfect launch, but the goal from the start was to share the game with players as early as possible so they could help shape it together. They didn't want to spend years perfecting it behind closed doors. They wanted community feedback to be a real part of the process. So even though the early access version has had a lot of rough edges, it was a deliberate choice to bring players in early access and start building the future of the game together. The biggest announcement today is that the inZOI team is changing how they communicate moving forward. First, Kjun's letter is now going to be a regular thing. These letters will be kind of like personal dev diaries where Kjun shares behind the scenes thoughts, reflections on feedback, and future plans. Second, there's going to be a new monthly known issues report. Every month, they'll post a list of bugs and problems they're aware of, so players know what's already being worked on. It kind of reminds me a little of our laundry list for The Sims, except those are kind of sporadic and aren't on a timed schedule where we can predict them. And look at that, inZOI is brand new and they're already giving us much more consistent transparency than EA is giving us for The Sims. Does it really shock you though? It doesn't really shock me. Even the bit on reflections on feedback and future plans and how we're going to be getting that regularly speaks volumes as well. I mean, we get roadmaps for The Sims 4, but we barely get them. We get like, what, 2 of them a year? Maybe 3 maximum, but it's usually like 2 roadmaps. It's not nearly enough as we should be getting for a game that's as big as The Sims and has a community that's so large and spans so many social media platforms. I just truly don't get it. And third, there's something called inZOI at events. These will give us previews of upcoming content along with live Q&A sessions before major updates drop. So when we get new features like the ones planned for May and August, we'll get to see a lot more beforehand and also ask questions. Kjun also opened up about how challenging this project has been. He said that both he and the team were stepping into a completely new genre, one they didn't have a lot of experience with, and they've basically been learning through trial and error. He admitted there's still a lot of work ahead, but they're committed to pushing forward and making the game better and better over time. In addition to the usual hotfixes, they're also working on major content updates that are planned for the next few months, so it's gonna be a pretty big summer in terms of updates and just new content and features for inZOI. As I mentioned in my inZOI patch update video from yesterday, we see a lot of updates with this game and have since early access began, and they've improved so much, and that's not going to stop. It's only going to continue going forward. Toward the end of the letter, Kjun got pretty personal. He compared releasing inZOI to becoming a parent and talking about the deep connection creators feel to their work. He said there's a lot of joy when players embrace your creation, but there's also pain when things don't go as you hoped. And despite the ups and downs, he described the pain as a pain worth having because it's part of what it means to create something meaningful. At the end of the day, he made it really clear that the players, the community, are true partners in this process, and their support is what keeps the team going. So what do you guys think about everything Kjun shared in this brand new letter to the inZOI family, or all of us? Are you feeling more hopeful about the future of inZOI? If you were having any doubts, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for clicking and watching. Take care and happy life simming, guys.